Don't blink, hey, it's your Blink. Welcome to another show. It's been well on this 18th February 2025. I know I wasn't supposed to make videos today because One Piece is leaving tomorrow and I don't know if I'm going to be having the time because it's 7 o'clock and I'm at 21 and I have to watch until 144. But I started the day at 93. So we did really, really good. We did 93 to 121 already, which is 18 episodes, which is really good. Without further ado, that's it. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Wow, ink, magical talent of mathematics, crazy, huh? Today we're tasting Crush, and I know what you're saying. Ink, you already tasted Crush multiple times. What are you trying to say? You know what? I'm gonna start doing some of the product, right? And it's a playlist called Guilty Pleasure, I think, right? Which is part that I already tasted that I think it looks phenomenal. With this one, we did taste it already, but I want to tell you guys when I was a kid, what this ice. Sorry, I was gonna say ice cream because we did taste ice cream not too long ago. To go break the chains. I don't know why I have the light on. You failed you when I cannot. You failed you. I have the song in my head, which is a musical of the battle between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker. Why is it in my head? I don't know. So I'm gonna start telling you guys the story about a kid. I don't think I told you guys, and even if I did, narratively speaking, we improved a lot lately. We did improve a lot. I know it's hard to believe. I know it's hard to believe, but we did improve. So generally speaking, when I was a kid, you guys know I told you multiple times I wasn't allowed juice, right? However, that's technically true, technically not true. So my father had the habits because I was living with my father, right? And what he said, go because he was the patriarch of the family. So he was in charge. He was at the leadership of family, right? Every summer we had Minute Maid. Minute Maid used to do. We're going back to the 90s, guys. We're going back to the 90s. I'm gonna have a sip of that if you don't mind. We tell the story and we sip on that delicious. I'm gonna drink it straight from the bottle. We single. We live alone. Fuck you if you don't like it. Really, really good. Really, really good. The strong taste of orange. It's weird because I'm getting some almost hints of cream orange, orange dream cycle. I don't know why I'm getting strong of that. Maybe because we drink so many monster that was orange dream cycle. So my brain's like, yo, this. Okay. Oh, we're gonna go on a tangent. Okay, so lately we saw a movie called Matrix, and I was high when I saw it. I'm gonna be honest, I was high, and it really changed my perception. One of the things really changed my perception. So this guy, right, and this guy is there and he's eating a steak, and it's not a real steak. It's a Matrix steak, so it's a program that it's a steak. It's like I know I'm not eating a real steak, but it tastes like a snake, like a steak. It tastes like a steak. It looks like a steak, and it smells like a steak, so it possibly is steak. Now, this is some of the chemicals, and I know that. I know they're reproducing the taste of orange, but I drank so much Monster Recycled Orange lately that my taste bud associate the taste of orange with this, right? So that being said, I don't know what I'm if I'm tasting the orange from this or I'm thinking about the taste of orange. As a kid, let's continue the story. It doesn't really matter. It's delicious. It's delicious. It's gassy. It's fun to drink. I'm having a good time. The rest, I don't really care. What's inside of this, I don't care. As long as I'm enjoying this, right? And if there's something that's not good for my body, I'll piss it out. I'll piss it out. Not too bad. No, nothing didn't come out. No, I was trying to do some outer egg move. There you go. Okay, well, it doesn't come out. It doesn't come out. What you want me to tell you? I'm not gonna start bripping on comment because you guys are entertained. Are you entertained? Are you not? Watching Asman Gold and Nikocado, which is again really really good. Um, so yeah, so when I was a kid, my father used to buy. That's a true story. You guys are not gonna believe this. We had a simple rule at home. My father used to buy cans. It was like this of concentrated Minute Maid. What you would do is you would take this. You would take the inside of it. You would take the inside of the Minute Maid, which was super concentrated. You put it in a I don't know how you say it in English, a pichet. You know when you bring you beer, a pint, I guess, a pint, and you put it and you put water and it would dissolve, and the rest of the water would taste like that. So what I would do is I knew that the simple rule was if you finish it, you make some other one. I would make it on purpose to finish it, and what I would do, I would eat a third of the my apologies. My apologies. My apologies. So I would eat a third of the can, right? And the rest of the juice was very diluted. But I did it for so long that they believed that the taste was so diluted. That was on purpose. It was the original taste. The original taste was a bit diluted, and at the end, what happened is they ended up not buying it anymore because they was like, no, there's no taste to it. There's no taste. We're drinking water perfumed. It's not juice. It's perfumed water. So it backfired. So when we go to parties I was allowed to have as much sugar as I want. My family was like, well, most of my father. My father was like, when you're in my house, this is my rules, right? You're gonna respect my rules. I'm gonna be strict. When you're out of the house, you can do whatever you want. And out of the house meant parties and shit like that, right? So long story short, we go there, and I'm starting to make. I had a really good idea. Nice. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh fuck, that's a good idea. That's a good. Okay, cool. I'm sorry. So what ended up happening, which was again super cool, was I had a choice between Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and as a kid, I was always so indecisive, right? I was always like, oh, this is yes or no, and I was always so afraid to have opinion because again, I was the weird kid, and because I was the weird kid, I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to seem weird, so I'm gonna stay to myself, right? And afraid to make a decision. My parents always asked me, hey, who's treating you better, your mom or your dad, right? As a kid, and that fucked me up. So I was like, I don't know, and I became afraid to take decisions because I knew I was gonna hurt somebody. So with Coca-Cola and Pepsi, I used to. You're not gonna believe. I used to go to the Dolorama, okay, and I used to give. For example, I would buy for $5, and the total was up to like $4.32. I would have a $5 bill, and I would say keep the change, because I for some reason I thought they were going bankrupt. I thought they were losing money selling it. Dolorama was losing money selling the thing that we were selling. So, as if me choosing Pepsi or Coca Cola was gonna affect them in any shape or form, right? I was like, oh, I cannot choose. So what I would do is I would actually go ahead and go for Crush, Orange Crush, which was possibly not my fave, if I'm being completely honest. But it was like, yo, okay, so if I have a choice, I'm not hurting anybody, and it's actually pretty enjoyable. So, I think now I gave you two reasons why, right? And as a kid, I don't know. I don't know if it's normal. I don't know if I blocked it out. I don't know if I was like, well, that is gonna be the way we see things. There's a lot of my memories that are affected by me deciding to repress them or to I don't know. I don't know what's going on with me. What I can tell you, however, is I distinctively remember the juice thing, and I remember that Orange Crush tasted like the juice if I would taste it, and I also remember not wanting to hurt the feelings of Coca Cola and Pepsi, right? And as a joke, my father, he's very French Canadian, so very kind of like a farm boy, but in a good way, very homey, very and he would always joke about how I'm freaking Pepsi. And my mom, I remember her preferring Coca Cola also. And I was like, it was a matter of, and the way they were talking, people like, oh, this is the Coca Cola family, this is the Pepsi family. It was really something, right? You're like, no, we don't drink. I remember we went to a place. I don't remember where we went to a friend's house. Not my friend, but the friend of my parents or my dad. And he got served Coca Cola, and my father's like, "Can I have some Pepsi?" And I remember this because it really marked me. And he was saying like, "Oh, can I have a Pepsi?" Um, and the other guy, I remember, and I don't remember why it marked me so much. Almost a traumatic experience, but the guy said, "Oh, in this household in French, in this household we drink Coca Cola." I remember my father swearing in the car, "Who doesn't have Pepsi?" And I remember him being really mad at that. Um, So yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if it's precisely more because of the juice. I don't know if it's precisely because I didn't want to hurt company's feelings. But I remember that I would always go for Crush, right? I would always go for Crush. And the weirdest thing is, I remember having the Crush, right? And I remember that it came out. So the first one that we bought, I think the most popular is the Orange Crush. I really think that's the more popular. But I also remember as at a point when I was a kid, at some point when I was a kid, they came out with the get to find a bingo card. Okay. Oh, nice. I can. Okay, perfect. I remember at some point they came out with the grape one, the grape crush, and I was like, I kind of prefer this one, but I remember being almost so loyal. As a kid, I was also super loyal. Um, I went. I remember. I would always remember it. One summertime, I went to a girl's house, right, and like again, I wasn't allowed sugar, so she was like, she you wanna have some candy bar? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I wanna have some candy bar. I was like a kid. It was like a drug exchange where we were smoking crack together, and she gave me this Hershey, right? This Hershey called Cookie and Cream. And one of my favorite fucking candy as a kid. So we're gonna go, guys. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow for more Tokyo Ghoul. Um, and I remember that every single time that I bought her name was Megan. And every time I had her, I had to say thank you, Megan. Yeah, I don't know why I did it, but I just did. So yeah, welcome to my fucked up world, I guess. I already crashed a lot of memories, a lot of repressed memories. And the worst thing is, if I ever, I don't know even know how to say that, to be honest. I'm almost having a lot of memories lately. A lot of things that I repressed. A lot of things that I repressed. I don't know why. I don't know why. Really love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.